We're back after having some network issues, but going here in the bottom of the first inning as they have a runner on second another pitch here that gets away from Thompson, the catcher, so he is the runner there on third as he had a hit that was into center field for Boston Bryant. So this is the at-bat here of Jackson Nordstrom, just the second batter here in the lineup as he has a 3-ball, no strike count. The runner on third, Hardhats are up 3-0. Rip and chop, the pitch comes in. This is going to be up high for ball 4. So that's going to be a 4-pitch walk here just to the second batter in the lineup to Jackson Nordstrom. So the first two batters here for West are on base. And now here comes the third batter in the lineup, as this is Beckett Whitlock, the center fielder. So with runners on the corners with no outs, Ripetrop's first pitch here. This one is going to go down the middle. This is in for strike one. And we were going through the defense, and then the connection was lost. So 0-1 count to start off. Rippentrop. Pitch comes. This one is up and high as Thompson has to quickly jump there off from his knees, up in the air, makes the catch there for ball 1. So the 1-1 count. Rippentrop gets his call, steps back. As a look to the runner on third, here comes the pitch. This is Swannon. This is a ground ball here, played by Jackson Reeder. The throw there to Inhofer. The throw to Wyatt Reeder on first is going to pull him off the bag. So one run is going to come in to score for Sioux Falls West. And that's going to be a fielder's choice with the runner still there on first.
Number 34, Ian Sioux.
So now, Boston Bryant, who came with that run, Nordstrom, who was out there as Jackson Reeder, the throw to Inhofer, who was on second, got the tag, and the throw just not in time to the runner on first. Not in time for the double play. First pitch here to the next batter is in for strike one. This is the catcher, Ian Stokes, number 34. So Rippentrop, the look over to the runner on first. Here comes his next pitch. Swan on a missed for strike two. So both teams having one hit apiece. Hardhats now having that 3-1 lead here. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Rippentrop looking, delivers. This one was in close. That's going to get a piece of him there on that side. So that's going to be a hit by pitch. And that's the second that we've seen here in this game. One for Chris Logue, the pitcher for Sioux Falls West, and one now for McCoy Rippentrop. So Coach Kindred, they're going to have an early mound visit. We saw an early mound visit as well for Sioux Falls West. And for Rippentrop, that is the 9th time that he has hit a batter this year. So that's runners on first and second. And this will be the DH number 40, Mason Payne. So Coach Kindred here is just going to talk to Thompson and Rippentrop on the mound with the infielders. So just a little pep talk here to give the Hardhats a little bit more of some stuff here to roll with. So runners on first and second with only 1 out in the bottom of the first. And now Rippentrop here gets settled on in. Gets his call from Brody Thompson, who signals it to him from behind the plate. Here comes the first pitch of this at-bat. It's going to be in for a strike. So Coach Kindred, the pitching coordinator for Post 22, comes out and talks here to the Hardhats pitcher and Rippentrop as they settle some stuff down here in the first pitch after it's in for a strike. 0-1 count. Inhofer backs off to the runner on second. This pitch is outside in the opposite batter's box. This one for ball 1. Thompson, who was leaning there, trying to get a piece of it with the catcher's mitt, and he does for ball 1. So 1-1. Rippentrop again. Puts the ball back here in the glove. Gets his stance. Here comes the pitch, as this one is going to be in that same spot as that first pitch was, on that top up high corner for strike 2. No swing here yet from Mason Payne, Sioux Falls West's designated hitter. Rippentrop will look back to second. Here comes his pitch. This one outside. Thompson again has to lean all the way over to his right side. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCoy Rippentrop just graduated from Hot Springs, as this next pitch here as Payne gets a foul tip on it. This one is all the way back towards the backstop. So he will stay here with a 2-2 count. With still one out. Rippentrop, who waits here for the man on deck at number 5, Jack Hilly, to get the ball before they can pitch. 2-2. This one is down low and in the opposite batter's box for ball 3. And the Hardhats, who had loaded bases once in that start of the first inning, we're in the bottom of the first. We could possibly see it here for Sioux Falls West, as there was a 4-pitch walk to Nordstrom, just the second batter. Now a full count here for Payne. This pitches in, catches him looking, and that's going to be the second out. So the first strikeout of the game for McCoy Rippentrop. That is his 24th of the season. So he catches Payne looking. Here comes the left fielder, number 5, Jack Hilly. And they still have runners on first and second in Nordstrom, or in Whitlock and Stokes. Rippentrop, the pitch comes. This one is outside, ball 1. And then Morgan in left field, Kiefer in center, Johnson in right, Roberts at third, Inhofer at shortstop, Jackson Reeder at second, Wyatt Reeder at first, Thompson behind the plate with Rippentrop on the mound. That's the Hardhats defense. The 1-0 pitch comes. This one is going to get back behind him. This one sneaks out away from the catcher's glove of Thompson, and both runners are going to advance off that. So runners to 2 and 3, as that is in for ball 2. So Rippentrop, who has had a few pitches here that have kind of been a little out of control, some going into the opposite batter's box, and is that previous one which gets away. And that one was going behind the batter in Jack Hilly. So the 2-0 count with 2 outs following that previous batter and Mason Payne on the strikeout looking. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to be in for a strike. So the first one here of the at-bat. Hilly's the 6th batter in the lineup for Sioux Falls West. He gets stepped on in. Thompson gives Rippentrop here the next call. Looks to the runner on third. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and high. Ball 3. Above the strike zone. Rippentrop, who has only allowed 1 walk today. And that was to Jackson Nordstrom. He also has hit 1 batter in Ian Stokes, a strikeout, and he's allowed a hit. And only 1 run against him. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. This one is inside. He takes a hack at it. This one's going to be a foul ball. Hits it and plops down. So this will be 3-2 here. Another full count. Hilly re-enters the batter's box. A righty hitter. Rippentrop settles on in. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to catch him looking. So that will do it here for the end of the first inning, post 22, with back-to-back strikeouts looking for Mason Payne and Jack Hilly. Gets his 25th of the season. A little bit of a late call there from the home plate umpire. And now post 22, still holding on to that 2-run lead. They're up 3-1, and then the leadoff hitters here. And the leadoff hitters for post 22 are going to be Brody Thompson, back at it, followed by the shortstop Dawson Inhofer, and then Aiden Roberts, who is going to be the next batter. Then they go back to the top of the order. We'll still see Chris Logue on the mound. For Sioux Falls West. As the only hit today belonging to Jackson Reeder for post 22, who brought in 2 runs. He brought in Jace Morgan and Carter Johnson. So as Logue will get some warm-up pitches in here. Thompson at the finish of the top of the first, they had Josh Elder on first base. Right before Logue even pitched it, he was in a little bit of a rundown between first and second with Jackson Reeder on third. And then they threw it home, and then the catcher in Stokes tags Reeder, and that finished out the top of the first. So second inning. So here comes Brody Thompson. Steps into the batter's box here for the Hardhats catcher. First year with the post-22 organization. So the second inning in this first game of the doubleheader between West. Tomorrow, Hardhats taking on a doubleheader against Sioux Falls East. First pitch here, this is going to be a foul ball hooking the left side towards the Sioux Falls dugout. So an 0-1 start. Logue here, the righty, takes the step back, delivers the pitch. This one is in close. Just turning at the right second there was Thompson. There's that one in for ball. 1-1 count. Logue on the mound. His windup, pitch comes. Thompson takes a low swing, a foul ball. This is a chopper headed right towards manager Kelvin Torvey there on the third baseline. So 1-2 count to the leadoff hitter in the second inning. And Brody Thompson, the catcher, here with Chris Logue. Delivers this pitch. Swung on, popped up high. This one is into shallow left field. The shortstop, who is under here in Boston, Bryant, makes the catch there, and that's going to be the first out here in the second inning. The pop-up from Thompson. So one away. Here comes the number 9 batter in the lineup, Dawson Inhofer. A .278 batting average, .354 on-base percentage, and a .357 slugging with 35 hits. He also was starting to pick up some heat playing in Minnesota, as that was his first kind of full-time playing shortstop with Blaine Hunt still injured with that foot injury. So first pitch he sees, he'll take it for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. This one is in close as he moves his hands up high. He doesn't want to take another pitch there. And for Inhofer, who has taken only 4, the lowest hit by pitches on the team is Carter Johnson, who's been taken by 3, and he's going to get one there right off the back. So a hit by pitch, the second at Logue. He had the first one to Kiefer, and then this one to Inhofer. They were both the second batters in the inning. So now we go back to the top of the order here for Aiden Roberts, who had a fly out into center field, which was caught by Beckett Whitlock. So it's still 1 out following the pop-up from Brody Thompson to the shortstop and Bryant. Making his second at-bat, they're going to try to go the direction of first base. Inhofer, who just jogs on out, stays safe on first. Logue, the first pitch here to Roberts. This one gets back behind him, and that one is a wild pitch. This one is going to move Inhofer there to second base. So a 1-0 start here. Roberts, the first pitch that he sees. And then with over that on-base percentage of a .354 entering this game. So the 1-0 start for Aiden Roberts, the Hardhats third baseman. His second appearance at the plate for his second at-bat. Logue, the pitch. This one is going to come in close, and that's going to hit him. So Aiden Roberts, who also leads the team in hit by pitches, that is the 27th time he has been hit by pitch. So Chris Logue here, who has hit 3 batters. Here comes Kiefer, who had a first at-bat, had a hit by pitch, and he also had an unearned run. And that one broke the ice to make this a Hardhats 1-0 lead early in this game. 1-0 count. Logue, the pitch with runners on first and second, takes this hit, sneaks by, this one into left field. Inhofer rounding third. He's going to come in to score. It's ball in left field. It's picked up. The throw here to third. Roberts slides into third. This one also gets by the third baseman. But that will be an RBI single, or RBI double for Lars Kiefer, and post 22 now is up 4-1. First pitch he sees.
RBI for Kiefer brings up first baseman number 18, Wyatt Reaver.
And for Dawson Inhofer, adding for that was his 31st run. So here comes Wyatt Reader, who had the sacrifice bunt on his first at-bat for the first baseman. We usually see Dexter Steen play first base, but also with him dealing with a shoulder injury, he is not playing as he's just a reserve. So the second hit of the game belonging to Lars Kiefer. Here comes Logue's first pitch to Wyatt Reader. Takes a swing. This one again gets past the shortstop into left field. And here comes Roberts in to score. So that's going to put runners on the corners. And now Hardhats are up 5-1 with Wyatt Reader adding his 104th single of the season. And gets another RBI for him. So he still matches his singles with his RBIs, each having 72. With Roberts coming in to score. Now here comes Jace Morgan. He was walked on his first at-bat. And then Aiden Roberts adding for his 77th run of the season. Kiefer on third, Reader on first. Only 1 out here in the top of the second. Now a 5-1 lead. First pitch Morgan sees. This is a high foul ball. This one is hooking into the left field, so 0-1 start. Morgan also brought in a run for him. That was his 49th of the year, one shy of 50. Logue looks back behind him with Wyatt Reeder on first base. Here comes his next pitch. This one is outside. Reeder takes off the second. The throw is in. The tag is not in time. So a stolen base for Wyatt Reeder. And now a 1-1 count here for Jace Morgan. For Reeder, that is his 26th stolen base of the season. So first base is open here. If Morgan can take a hit or even take the walk here. 1-1 pitch comes. This one is up and high, ball 2. Morgan again readjusts here outside the box. Steps back in. Chris Logue on the mound, the righty, delivers the pitch. Morgan a high pop-up, this one into center field. And Bryant, the shortstop, who's going to make the catch. Kiefer, who was not going to tag up on that. So that's going to be the second out here in the inning from Morgan on the pop-up.
Number 2 brings up right fielder, number 23, Carter Johnson.
So here comes the right fielder, Carter Johnson. He also had a walk and a run. It was the back-to-back walks with Morgan and Johnson. For the Hardhats right fielder, batting 5th on the lineup here in this first game. Here comes the first pitch that he sees. This one had a drop to it, but not enough to be in the strike zone. This one was coming high and inside to Johnson for ball 1. So 1-0. Kiefer on third, Reeder on second. Pitch comes as swung on here, and he misses for a 1-1 count. And then for Tater Johnson, that was the 25th time that he's been walked this year. And the team high with 33 with steam. This one is just going to go right behind the head of Johnson. He went to look down and just turned in just in the right moment. Well, that would have been the 4th hit by pitch of the game for Chris Logue. So 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Here comes the pitch. Johnson doesn't take it. This was in close near the hands for ball 3. So 3-1 with runners on second and third with 2 outs. Here comes Logue's pitch. This one is inside. It's just going to be for ball 4. So back-to-back walks to Tater Johnson. And we will see bases loaded for the second time in this game, 1 in each inning. And we are going to see another mound visit here for Sioux Falls West. And then Jackson Reeder, as he caused some mayhem on his last at-bat, pulling it with a 2 RBI single. As now that he has 4 RBIs on the year with 6 hits and 6 singles. So they will talk there on the mound. This is the second mound visit of the game for Sioux Falls West. So they're going to discuss here what needs to be changed. We saw one early in the inning for Post 22 with Coach Kindred and McCoy Rippentrop and all the infielders. So this one will be over here. So here comes Jackson Reeder playing second base today with Wyatt Reeder, his older brother, on second base with 2 outs. And now Logue following the mound visit. His first pitch here. This one is going to go on that top left corner for ball 1 here. Re-enters the box here for the lefty hitter. Both Reeders batting left. And they both throw right. The 1-0 pitch comes. Same spot, top left corner for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. In the top of the second, 5 on the score. Logan a little bit of a stare off here, and he takes his windup. Here comes the pitch. This one, same spot, ball 3. And those 3 pitches there on that top left corner of the box there for Jackson Reeder. Here comes a 3-0 pitch outside, ball 4. So that's going to be an RBI walk, and that's going to pull in Lars Kiefer for his second run of the game.
Scores run, bringing up designated hitter, number 21, Josh Elder.
So that's back-to-back walks for Johnson and Reeder. And now this is Josh Elder, and he also added for a walk. That was his 20th of the year. So with Reeders on first and third, and with Johnson on second. Here comes the first pitch to the DH. And this one's going to drop into the strike zone for strike one. Jackson Raider, who faced a 4-pitch walk, all 4 of those in the similar spot in that top left corner. 0-1 count. Logue. All base runners have a good lead off their base. Here comes this next pitch. Eller gets a little piece of it, fouls it off. This one rolling back behind the catcher. So an 0-2 start here for Josh Elder, who is batting 7th in the lineup with bases loaded after Kiefer came in to get the 6th run of the game for the Hardhats. Pitch comes, swung on and missed. 4 strike 3, and that's going to be Chris Logue's first strikeout of the game. And that will end it here for the top of the 2nd inning. And for Josh Eller, that is the 18th time that he has struck out this year. So post 22, adding 3 more runs there in the second inning as they did it in the first. So we go to the bottom of the second. McCoy Rippentrop, who will return back to the mound for the Hardhats. And then the 3 leadoff hitters for Sioux Falls West. It'll be at bat the first baseman number 8, Caden Voss, on deck. Second baseman number 2, Kyler Boyd. And batting third will be the third baseman number 10, Jackson Dunn. So back in that first inning for Sioux Falls West, batting wise, they hit it off with a leadoff single in Boston Bryant. That one just landed right out in front of Lars Kiefer into center field. And then Jackson Nordstrom, who was walked, so they kind of had an early look there with both of their first 2 runners on base. Very similar, not very similar to the Hardhats, how they started off on the first inning with that fly out that started from Aiden Roberts. And then there was the fielder's choice from Beckett Whitlock, put runners on the corners, and then Ian Stokes with the hit by pitch. And then to finish out the inning, Rippentrop, who strikes out both Mason Payne and Jack Hilly. 2 strikeouts looking. So he is ready to start the bottom of the second. 6-1 to the score, and the Hardhats, they have been putting a lot of runs up in their previous games. They scored that 23 on Tuesday of last week against Sturgis, and they scored 17 against Papillion. They've just been running up the score here on every team, and they're catching heat when they need it most here, getting close to the state tournament. That is July 29th through August 1st, and the state regions happening July 23rd and 24th. The Hardhats will be home for those games. We are still not sure who they will face off against. So here comes the first baseman in Voss. He's going to be a right-handed hitter. And Rippentrop in that first inning with 2 strikeouts. Both were looking. And the only 1 hit that he has allowed today was their leadoff hitter. Here comes Rippentrop's first pitch. This is going to be swung on and missed for strike 1. So already off to a good start here for the Hardhats pitcher. 0-1. Gets settled on in. Here comes his windup. Pitch and swung and missed for strike 2. So Rippentrop just 2 pitches in, 2 swings and misses for Caden Voss. Rippentrop gets his 3rd pitch here. It could be a 3-pitch strikeout. Here it comes. Swung on a miss, and it is. So his 3rd strikeout, his 3rd batter in a row. And that's his first strikeout swinging there. And now pulls in. Now here comes the second baseman, number 2, Kyler Boyd. So just 3 pitches in and a strikeout there from Rippentrop. Here comes the first one here on this next batter. This one is going to come in close. Also, almost getting close to the left elbow here of Boyd. So the 1-0 count. Rippentrop delivers, swung on and missed. This one was swinging up high. So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Rippentrop gets his feet set on the mound, lifts the leg, pitch comes. This was swung on the inside. This is going to go to foul ball into left field and out of play. So 1-2 is Ada Roberts, the third baseman, who is after to give the chase. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Just the second batter in the inning here in Kyler Boyd. Rippentrop, the righty, delivers, swung on. This is a hard hit ball. This is going to sneak through it and rolling into center field. So that's going to be a single for Boyd, the second hit of the game for Sioux Falls West. So it's 3 strikeouts in a row for McCoy Rippentrop from the bottom of the first inning into the bottom of the second. So here comes the 9th batter in the lineup. It's number 10, the third baseman, Jackson Dunn. So Rippetrop, his first pitch here, this one in the opposite batter's box, down low for ball one. Runner on first, and then Wyatt Reeder there, who is in the ready position. If Rippetrop wants to go to his direction on the pickoff attempt. 1-0, this one is swung on into right field. Johnson running in towards it, makes the catch here for the second out. So that was kind of a shallow hit into right field. And Dunn is retired, and we go back to the top of the order for Sioux Falls West and Boston Bryant.
Number 20, Boston Bryant.
So Bryant, who had the first hit of the game for Sioux Falls West, with Boyd still on first following his single. Rippentrop, the righty, he's got to look at him in the corner of his eyes. This pitch is going to hit this guy right in the back. So the second time that Rippentrop here has hit a batter. Both pitchers combining for 5 hit-by pitches in this game.
Number 25, Jackson Nordstrom.
So here comes Nordstrom. He had a walk on his first at-bat. So now with runners on 1 and 2, with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, Hardhats up 6 runs to 1. Rippetrop gets his call here from Thompson. Here comes the first pitch. This one is just going to be on the outside corner for ball one. No swing there taken by the right fielder in Nordstrom. So the 1-0 start. Reeder, who is off the bag on first base. Inhofer, who is mirroring his guy on second as the shortstop. Here comes this next pitch. Swung on a foul ball. This one hits the netting for a 1-1 count. So Rippentrop here will get a new fresh ball that he will get to use. 1-1. 3 hits for post 22 in this game, 2 for Sioux Falls West. Rippetrop's pitch swung on over the head of Reeder on first. This is going to stay fair on the third base line. One runner coming around in third, and this one is hauled on in. So that's going to be an RBI single for Jackson Nordstrom. And now post 15, Sioux Falls West gets now 1 run in both each the first and second innings. So now they make this game 6-2. And now we see the third batter here in the order in Beckett Whitlock. He had a fielder's choice on his first at-bat. So Brody Thompson here, who is going to give his infielders here a call. So runners on the corners for Sioux Falls West, with Bryant on third following his hit by pitch. Rippentrop, his first one here is going to come outside for ball one. This is a lefty batter. That one was in closer towards the righty's batter's box. So with 2 outs here in the inning, Rippentrop, the 1-0, swung on, popped up high. This one into left field. Jace Morgan, who was under it, and he will make the catch here for the third and final out in the second inning. Both teams adding 1 run more in this inning. Post 22 back in the first and second, putting up 3 in each, and Sioux Falls West doing the same, putting up 1 in this first and second. So we go into the third inning with post 22 6, Sioux Falls West 2.
For post 15 West in the bottom of the second, 1 run on 2 hits, no 52 errors and 2 left on.
And both of these pitchers combine now with 5 hit by pitches here in this game. 3 for Chris Logue, 2 for McCoy Rippentrop. And now the leadoff hitters here for post 22 is going to be Brody Thompson, Dawson Inhofer, and Aiden Roberts, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here in the lineup for post 22. We'll still see the righty and Chris Logue on the mound. And the Hardhats having that quick turnaround as they played on Monday in Minnesota. Played 2 games there, came back home on Tuesday night, had yesterday in Rapid, and then turned right back around here on I-90, headed west to Sioux Falls for 2 games here today against Sioux Falls West, and then 2 games tomorrow morning at 11 and 1:30 Central Time, so 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and then 12:30 Mountain Time. So that is the game times tomorrow against Sioux Falls East. So here comes Brody Thompson today. He had a pop-up to the shortstop, which was caught by Boston Bryant on his first at-bat. Chris Logue waits for him to step into the batter's box. He gives the umpire here the thumbs up. He's ready to go. Here comes the windup. First pitch in the third inning. This one is going to drop. Takes a funky bounce off of the catcher's equipment of Stokes. So that one's going to be in for ball one. A 1-0 start. Takes the step back here on the mound. Pitch comes to Thompson, gets another piece of it. This is going to be a foul ball here for 1-1. He had a lot of first two pitches he saw in his first at-bat. He had 2 foul balls. So he is hungry here for his first base hit. 1-1 pitch comes from Logue. Swung on, popped up high and away again. This one is going to come out of play. So 1-2 count. Here, just a leadoff hitter in the 3rd inning for Brody Thompson, the Hardhats catcher. And then Josh Elder, who caught in the last game with Rowan Fredrickson getting that loss in the 5-2 L to Lincoln East. So swung on and missed for strike 3. And Thompson, who will strike out. And that's the second strikeout of the game for Chris Logue. So we're now seeing the 9th batter here in Dawson Inhofer. He had a hit by pitch and also was driven in for a run. So he's stepping into the righty's batter's box. He gets set. Chris Logue, the righty on the mound, takes a step back. Righty delivers. This is swung on by Inhofer. This one into center field. A dive play not caught. This one is rolling past the center fielder. Inhofer, who is going to second. He is not stopping. He's going to third. This one is not going to come in. And Inhofer, who is going to stop at third base. And a triple for Dawson Inhofer. Just the first pitch he sees, wasting no time. And that is his 3rd triple of the season. And that diving opportunity catch from Whitlock into center field just missed it a little bit behind him. So now we see Aiden Roberts a fly out and a hit by pitch here today. First one here that he will see is going to come up high. This one for ball 1. So a 1-0 start. Lowe getting here settled on in here. Takes the step back, step off the mound. This one is going to hit Roberts for the 2nd time in this game. And he must have a magnet in him, because now that is his 28th hit by pitch of the season. And now this is going to be a next batter here, as Sioux Falls coach is going to have a chat here with the umpire. Now both umpires are going to have a discussion. And this will be Lars Kiefer, the next batter for post 22. So they tell the Sioux Falls West coach here. But Roberts now back-to-back hit by pitches. That was his 3rd at-bat of the game. And here comes Kiefer, who had a leadoff hit by pitch and then an RBI double on his 2nd at-bat of the game. So with runners on the corners with 1 out, Inhofer also got his 3rd triple of the year. Here's Roberts taking off to second, and there's going to be a balk. So here comes Inhofer in to score. So now the score will be 7-2. And now Roberts, who is on second base. And Kiefer, who didn't even take a pitch there following the balk to Logue. So he will wait here. The first baseman and Voss playing in tight here. Kiefer, first pitch he says, take a swing. This one into left center. It's going to go through both. Roberts rounding 3rd. He's going to come in to score. And Lars Kiefer as well getting another RBI double in post 22 now. Is up 8-2. As Roberts and Kiefer both just exchanging spots from home plate to second. So that's the 2nd RBI of the game for Kiefer in his 2nd double. And we will see Wyatt Reeder come in. Reeder having a sacrifice bunt today and an RBI single and a stolen base for the lefty hitting first baseman. First pitch that he sees, Logue. This one is going to be taken in down low. Wyatt Reeder watches this one all the way through for ball 1. 1-0 start. Still with 1 out. We saw that strikeout in the first at-bat of this inning to Brody Thompson. And we haven't seen an out since. And then that triple that followed right after from Inhofer, who just came in to score. So the 1-0. This one, again, down low, ball 2. Reeder doesn't take anything. So Inhofer having 2 runs today, as well as Aiden Roberts. 2-0 count. Reeder takes a step right back in. 5 hits for post 22, 3 for Sioux Falls West. Logue. Pitch comes. Reeder, a nice hard swing over the second baseman's glove, and he's going to get a single. Kiefer is going to be held on 3rd, so that's going to put runners on the corners, and that's his 2nd base hit of the game for Wyatt Reeder. His 2nd single as well. That's a total now for him at 73 singles on the season and 105 hits. So here comes Jace Morgan. He's got a walk and a pop up to the shortstop today. So he steps in, another lefty hitter with Kiefer on third and Reeder on first with only one out. Logue, first pitch he sees, it's going to be a bunt place. It's just going to go foul. It goes behind the third base line. So the 0-1 start there on the foul bunt. Morgan looks over to Torvey on third base. He also had a little chat there with Kiefer on third. He goes back and talks to him. 0-1 startup following that foul bunt for Morgan. Logue, the pickoff attempt to first. Reeder sliding in safe. Hardhats, who kind of just got a little unlucky in the game against Lincoln East. They were picked off twice. One for Jackson Reeder. And Reeder is going to take off here to second again. This throws back. Reeder puts on the brakes. He's going back to first. And so that's just going to put him back to first. They were trying to see if Kiefer wanted to take off to home. We saw that earlier between Josh Yeller and Jackson Reeder where they threw it home and got Reeder out to end the top of the first. So they're just going to stay at the same spot there. 0-1 count. And now Stokes, the catcher, comes out, gives his infielders a call here. Morgan will re-enter the box with the right foot up. 0-1 count. Logue will look down the middle. Here comes the pitch. Morgan takes a swing. A high pop-up. This one is going into foul territory. The third baseman running after it. This is going to drop right on in front of Dunn. And that's just going to be for an 0-2 count following foul ball there. So a foul bunt and a foul ball from Jace Morgan. He'll come right back in. Both the shortstop and Bryant and third baseman and Dunn were giving chase towards it. Still having runners on the corners. Reeder having 2 hits today. That was the Hardhats' 6th of the game. And now 8-2 lead here. Pitch comes as Morgan will hold off on this one for his first ball of the count, the 1-2 count. With 1 away, 2 errors for Sioux Falls West as well, none for Post 22. So a lot of errors for the other teams that the Hardhats played in their games. And this pitch way out of control. This one on a curve, and this will bring in Lars Kiefer to score. So now the score is 9-2. Wyatt Reeder takes off to second base. So Lars Kiefer adding for now his 3rd run of the game. And now a 2-2 count here for Jace Morgan. Logue. The righty gets his call from Stokes' catcher. Pitch comes to Morgan. Takes a swing. This one is going to land into left field. Reeder is going to round third. He's going to come in to score an RBI single for Jace Morgan. And now Hardhats up 10-2.
RBI single for Morgan brings up right fielder number 23, Carter Johnson.
So the first base hit of the game there for Jace Morgan. We'll see a mound visit here for Sioux Falls West. And we probably will see a pitching change here. That's the 7th hit of the game for the Hardhats. So Chris Logue and his night will come to an end here just in the 3rd inning. And a 10-2 lead for Post 22. We'll see a new pitcher, number 15, Hugh Barnes. Oh, excuse me, number 20, and Boston Bryant. So that's going to be the new pitcher, still with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And the Hardhats having to play this game at 7 o'clock again, Central Time for the doubleheader.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Post 15 West, number 20, Boston Bryant. And at shortstop, number 15, Hugh Barnes.
So they will move Hugh Barnes to shortstop while pulling Boston Bryant, who started this game at shortstop, into pitch now for relief in Chris Logue. So Carter Johnson will be the next batter here with 2 walks today. with runners on the, or with Jace Morgan on first, as they have taken all the base runners off. They've all kind of came in to score for runs. So Boston Bryant will throw his first pitch here in this game. Johnson, the right fielder, gets settled on in. Morgan takes his lead off of first as well, and a righty pitcher throws it back to first. Morgan isn't safe on the pickoff attempt. We will see which team will have the first left-handed pitcher. Will it be post 22 or post 15? First pitch here to Johnson. He's going to take the swing. This is a pop-up. It's going to be caught. So that's going to be the second out. As Voss just fixed the catch.
Route number 2 brings up second baseman number 11, Jackson Reeder.
So here comes Jackson Reeder. 3 RBIs today. He has a single and a walk. And they're going to also try to go to Morgan on first there. They did on the last at-bat before giving Johnson his first pitch, trying to get Morgan off of first here. As Jackson Reeder waiting for his first pitch. Morgan still with the lead, as this one is going to drop in down low. Stokes to pick up, and he makes sure that Morgan doesn't take off. He'll just stay on first. So the 1-0 start for post 22's second baseman in Jackson Reeder. 1-0. Bryant here with the pitch. Reeder takes the swing. Foul ball. This one into the netting for a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bryant, the pitch. Morgan taking off to second. This bunt placed down on the third base line. Reeder has the speed, and that's going to be a single for him and moves Morgan across to second. So Jackson Reeder with a bunt single. And that's now his third time that he's been on base today, with 2 singles and an RBI walk. So now here comes Josh Elder, a walk and a strikeout here in this game. A strikeout which put out in the top of the second inning. Here comes Bryant's first pitch. Elder takes a high ball. This one into center field, as this is Whitlock who makes the catch there for the third out here. And that will do it for the top of the third inning. Post 22 putting up 4 runs in that third inning to make this a 10-2 lead. We're into the bottom of the third. So we'll take our first short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back for McCoy Rippentrop, who will pitch here in the bottom of the third between Sioux Falls West. All right, we're back and ready to go for the start of the bottom of the third inning. And the leadoff hitters for Sioux Falls West are going to be the leadoff hitter, their catcher, and Ian Stokes, followed by the DH, Mason Payne, and the left fielder, and Jack Hilly. So those are going to be the 3 due up for Sioux Falls West, with Rippentrop having a total of 3 strikeouts in this game, 2 in the first inning, and then 1 in the last. Going into the third here, he had 3 strikeouts in a row to Hilly, Voss, Payne, Hilly, and Voss on their first at-bats.
Leading off the bottom of the third for post 15 West, the catcher, number 34, Ian Stokes.
So Stokes today, on his first at-bat for Sioux Falls West, his catcher, he had a hit by pitch. 2 of those that Rippentrop has handed out. First pitch is in. This one on the top right corner. It's going to be in for strike 1. So the 0-1 start. Rippentrop gets his next call here from Thompson, the catcher. He gets a little move around there as this pitch again. This one is outside and away for ball one. So 1-1 count. Thompson, who is kind of moving a little bit towards his right, maybe wanting that pitch to be outside. Ribbentrop is next offering. This one was up and in close. This one's for ball two, as Stokes, who doesn't want to be on base for his second hit by pitch, as that's been already done today by Aiden Roberts on back-to-back at-bats for his second and third. Ribbentrop, this next pitch, swung on a miss. This one down the middle for strike two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Ian Stokes, the catcher. Leadoff hitter for Sioux Falls West in the bottom third. Ribbentrop, this one is just going to get foul tipped. Rolling back, hitting the netting, and they'll do it again here. A new ball for McCoy Ribbentrop. Gets settled on in. Lifts the leg, pitch comes, gets a little curve onto it. This one again fouled off, so he lives to see another pitch for Stokes. Ribbentrop with the windup. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and high of the strike zone for ball three. So leadoff hitter in the third inning for West is going to face off against full count. Ribbentrop, and a quick timeout called here by Stokes, the batter, just right about when Ribbentrop was going to release that pitch. So 3-2, gets his call here with the turn. Swivels, pitch comes. This one is down into the dirt for ball four. So that's going to be a long, hard-fought battle between Ribbentrop and Ian Stokes, and he will take the walk there for the leadoff walk.
Number 15, Hugh Barnes.
So Hugh Barnes here will make his first appearance in this game. For the shortstop, he came in after they made that move for Boston Bryant to put in pitcher after relieving for Chris Logue. So Ribbentrop, the first pitch here to Barnes. This one is going to drop in, down low, and inside for ball one.
Let's go, Hugh.
1-0 start. Looks over to the runner on first there for Ribbentrop on the mound, the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the pitch. This one is swung on a miss for strike one. So an even 1-1 count here for Hugh Barnes, with no outs after the leadoff walk for Stokes, the catcher. Ribbentrop is next offering, swung on a miss for strike two. So the last 2 pitches were swung on a miss here. Ribbentrop having a total of 3 in this game, at least having 1 in each inning. And the 1-2 pitch. Runner takes off to second, and Stokes, this is going to be in, catches him looking. So the runner will take off to second, and that's going to be the 4th strikeout of the game for McCoy Ribbentrop. Catches Hugh Barnes looking.
Number 5, Jack Hilly.
So here comes Jack Hilly. The left fielder, he struck out in his first at-bat. So they got a runner on second with 1 out. Ribbentrop here getting settled on in. For his first pitch, it comes. This one is outside. Thompson gets the grab onto it for ball one. And Ribbentrop throwing quite a few pitches outside of the opposite batter's box of the batter, trying to see if they will chase after it. So the 1-0 count. Ribbentrop with the runner behind him on second. Pitch comes. This one is up and high, ball two. So Hilly, just the 3rd batter here in the 3rd inning for Post 15 Sioux Falls West. Ribbentrop looks to the runner on second. Inhofer will back off. Pitch comes in down low near the shins. Thompson gets another good catch on it. And now ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, and a 10-2 lead for Post 22 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ribbentrop looks straight ahead down the middle, waiting for Thompson to give him the call here. He will get it. Quick peek to the runner on second. Pitch comes outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk here to Jack Hilly. And that puts runners on first and second. We'll see Coach Kindred come out again here for Post 22, and they will have a quick discussion. This is the second mound visit that they have had, as we've seen 3 for Sioux Falls West, one of them being for a pitching change. There's currently no arms in the bullpen for either teams. But like we mentioned earlier, the Post 22 Hardhats did a good job of not putting a lot of mileage on the pitcher's arms, so they can still use a lot of these guys to pitch in for the this series between Sioux Falls West and Sioux Falls East in this 4-game today and tomorrow. Wyatt Reeder and Lars Kiefer also making their pitching debuts this season in the last pool play game. So they had a little fun with that too. So Kindred's going to wrap up this mound visit here with Rippentrop on the mound with runners on first and second with 1 out. And here comes the next hitter in Caden Voss, the first baseman, who also struck out in his first at-bat. So Rippentrop, we'll see what the effect will be here after pitching coach and Kindred comes out and has a chat with him. Again, to the runner on second. Pitch comes, swung on and missed for strike 1. So an 0-1 start as they try to find something here getting going. The righty gets his call, staying straight with the ball in the glove. Runner takes off to third, pitches in. This one outside. Thompson the throw to third. Roberts the tag, gets him to throw to second. And that one just not on time, but they get 1 out there and also in for a strike. So Thompson, a great throw there to third baseman to get the runner out, which was Stokes. So 0-2 here for Voss, the first baseman. A runner on second. And Hilly. Rippentrop swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is now Voss's second strikeout of the game and the 5th strikeout for Rippentrop here in this game. So we go to the 4th inning, post 22, holding on to that 10-2 lead here in this game. And we will see Boston Bryant, as he will come out and be the starting pitcher, as he came in relief for Chris Logue in the last inning. And the leadoff hitters for the Hardhats here are going to be Brody Thompson, Dawson Inhofer, and Aiden Roberts. That trio has also started a lot of innings recently, as this would be their second time starting, I believe. So 10 runs for Post 22, 2 for Sioux Falls West. Hardhats having 8 hits, West 3. Hardhats with no errors, and West having 2. So a quick warm-up here for them. Here comes Brody Thompson. 0 for 2 today, a pop-up to the shortstop, and a strikeout. So here comes the Hardhats catcher. So he settles on in here right before Bryant can throw the first pitch here in the 4th inning. So Bryant, the righty. First pitch in the 4th inning, it's going to come. This one down low and inside here for ball 1. So 1-0 start for the Hardhats catcher. He gets his feet planted in where he wants them in the box. Bryant, lift, pitch comes. Again, inside, similar spot, ball 2. Brody Thompson not fooled by any of those 2 pitches inside and down low. Back on the mound here. Windup comes inside, ball 3. So we saw a 4-pitch walk in the last inning from McCoy Rippentrop onto Jack Hilly. We could see it here in the 4th inning to Brody Thompson as Bryant this pitch, and that will do it. So a 4-pitch walk here to Brody Thompson to start off the inning. And for Brody Thompson, that is the 7th time that he has been walked this year. So we go to the number 9 hitter here, and Dawson Inhofer. A hit by pitch and a triple today with 2 runs. It was a big piece in that last inning for the Hardhats. First pitch he sees here. This is going to pop up. The first baseman in Voss loses the hat, but he can't get a hold of that one as this one is out of play for a foul ball here by Inhofer. So an 0-1 count. As Bryant will get a new ball here with Thompson on first. Going to keep him there. No Curtis, a runner will come in for him. We saw that a lot happen in the Gopher Classic as well. 0-1 pitch comes as Inhofer is going to hold back on this one. It's going to be in for strike 2. And Stokes again looking to see if Thompson was going to jump a little bit to take off the second, in which he didn't. So 0-2 with no outs. Just the second batter in the 4th inning for Post 22. And they're going to try to pick off Thompson on first. He slides in safe. So they'll keep going at it here with Inhofer, the shortstop for the Hardhats. And back-to-back times of the pickoff. This throw is caught by Voss. No tag made there. So Thompson scurrying and hurrying all the way back to first. Takes another big lead there. Bryant takes another look. Thompson has his hips facing towards second. The 0-2 pitch comes. Inhofer takes a swing. This one he got a piece of it off of the mask of the catcher and Ian Stokes on the foul ball. So 0-2 will still be it. And Thompson, who held off on first, he tried to take off for the stolen base on the second. So Bryant, 0-2 again, looking back behind him. He had 2 pickoff attempts in a row before that last pitch, and here is going to be another one as the tag by Voss in safe is Thompson. So 0-2. Inhofer awaiting. Bryant, pitch comes. Inhofer this one inside. The throw back to first. The tag to Thompson. They're both good signs. Inhofer took the ball, and Thompson sliding in safe. So the 1-2 count here. That was a close one there as Stokes the throw over to Voss on first. And then Thompson had a big old lead there. He threw back. Here's a pickoff attempt. This one, Voss hits him right off the chest and it comes right back out. So 1-2. Bryant's number one concern right now, trying to get Thompson off of first base here as the big lead that he is taking. Here comes the pitch as Inhofer takes a swing. This one into right field. It's going to be caught here. So that's going to be the first out here in the 4th inning. Inhofer, and now coming up is Ian Roberts.
One out brings up third baseman number 10, Ian Roberts.
Roberts today, 2 hit by pitches and a fly out into center field. Also having 2 runs. He can make it 3 hit by pitches in a row here, as he leads the team in that category now with 28 on the season. Bryant, the first pitch here. Roberts takes a swing. This is a high fly ball into center field. This one is under it. It's caught here by Whitlock for the second out. First pitch that Roberts sees. He's wasting no time. So his second fly out into center field. So here comes Lars Kiefer, also having a hit by pitch today and having 2 RBI doubles today. He has also been hitting this ball strongly recently. Finished the Gopher Classic strong and entering this game here really well. So with Thompson still on first following his walk, they're going to try to pick him off here with Voss mixing the catch. Thompson sliding in safe. And now Bryant hasn't dished off the first pitch here to just the 4th at-bat of the game for Kiefer yet. And here we'll go. Kiefer will let this one in, drop down low for ball 1. So 1-0 start off for the Hardhats center fielder. Another peek over to Thompson on first. Bryant's pitch, this one inside as Kiefer stepping back a little bit, locking the knees for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Thompson taking off to second. Kiefer hits this one. It's a ground ball picked up by Barnes, the shortstop. The throw to first. Voss, the stretch, makes the catch and makes the 3rd out here in the inning. So post 22, they went out 1, 2, 3 from Inhofer, Roberts, and Kiefer on just 4 at-bats here in the inning. That's the first ground-out that we have seen here in this game, as that was Hugh Barnes, the shortstop, who made that pickup in the throw over to Voss on to first. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, and we'll see if McCoy Rippentrop will be out there, and he will. So Rippentrop will come out. He will make his 4th inning appearance.
No left hitters, 1 left on.
And then the 3 batters due up here for Sioux Falls West are going to be the second baseman, Kyler Boyd, followed by Jackson Dunn and Boston Bryant. Those are going to be the 3 due up here for Sioux Falls West, as Josh Eller will take up the warm-up catches here while Brody Thompson gets his catcher's gear equipped on after he was stuck on first base there after pickoff attempt after pickoff attempt. So for Aiden Roberts today, 2 flyouts and 2 hit by pitches. And then for McCoy Rippentrop, 5 strikeouts of the day. He had 2 strikeouts in each the 1st and 3rd inning, having 1 in the 2nd. And then for Boyd today, He has a single. He'll be the leadoff hitter in the fourth. And like every in-state Legion game, 8 after 5. So if the Hardhats can hold on to this 10-2 lead at the end of the fifth inning, they will have a quick wrap here to the first game. And the second game will, if they decide to start sooner, we will know. So we're ready to go here for the bottom of the fourth. Thompson throws this one. It's going to sneak right behind Jackson, Reeder, and Dawson Inhofer on the throw attempt there.
Second baseman, number 2, Kyler Floyd.
So Inhofer will throw this in here to Rippentrop on the mound. Boyd 1 for 1 today with a single. Rippentrop will do the duties of the first pitch here in the fourth. For post 22, we'll see who will start on the mound for the Hardhats in the next game for game 2 of the doubleheader. First pitch hits him right off the back, so that's the third hit by pitch of the game by Rippentrop. And puts a runner on first here early.
Third baseman, number 10, Jackson Dunn.
So for Rippentrop, that's his 11th hit by pitch here of the year. So now we go to Jackson Dunn. He had a fly out into right field, which was caught by Tater Johnson. So Rippentrop here. Second pitch of the inning. This one is going to be in down the middle for strike one. So a nice follow-up after hitting Boyd on the first pitch here to start off the inning. So he takes a look to him on first. Reeder getting set. Wyatt Reeder on first base with the glove up high. 0-1 count. Pitch comes. Swung on. Done. This is a ground ball. This is Jackson Reeder on the pickup. He's going to throw it over. Inhofer gets the tag on a second. So it's going to be fielder's choice. Runner stays safe on first with one out here.
Fielder's choice brings up shortstop, pitcher number 20, Boston Bryant.
So manager Kelvin Torvey here is having a chat with one of the umpires after they threw it over to Jackson Reeder, threw it over to second to Dawson Inhofer, who got Kyler Boyd out, and then there was no throw attempt made over to first after Dunn, who just beat it out. So now both of the umpires are going to have another chat. Manager Kelvin Torvey pleading his case. And then Boston Bryant will be the next batter to hit here for Sioux Falls West. So Rippentrop will talk here with Roberts and Thompson. So it looks like the umpires have made their call here, and they have told Torvey what the decision is going to be. So it's just going to be a fielder's choice of one out, as Torvey will tell Rippentrop here a sign or what he wants him to do. So here comes Boston Bryant, a single and a hit by pitch here today. They still have that runner, a new runner on first and Dunn with one out. Rippentrop first pitch here. This one is on that top left corner for ball one. A 1-0 startup. Back in the box here for the lefty hitter in Bryant, who started this game at shortstop and now is in pitching. Rippentrop having a good look to the runner on first. Here comes his next one. Swung on a high fly ball into center field. Kiefer and Morgan both giving a chase, as this is going to be caught by Kiefer. And that's going to be the second out here in the inning. Makes the fly out catch and puts two away now.
Right fielder, number 25, Jackson Nordstrom.
So here comes Nordstrom, a walk and an RBI single today. One of 3 hits that West has in this game. Rippentrop back on the mound with a runner behind him on first. The lefty batter he will face. First pitch, this one was coming in close, but it's going to be counted for as a strike. So an 0-1 start. Rippentrop will look down the middle. Gets his call, swerves back, gets settled in here. Here's the windup. And pitch is outside. This one right back out of the glove of Thompson as he was looking over to first if Dunn was taking off or not. So a 1-1 count here. 2 away in the 5th inning. Up next after this. Rippentrop to look over to first. And they're going to go that direction. Reeder makes the catch. Dunn sliding in safe. He saw that one early and knew it was coming. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Rippentrop. Pitch comes. Swung on and missed for strike 2 here for Nordstrom, the right fielder. So 1 more strike away here from the Hardhats, putting away this 4th inning here. Another look back there to first. Rippentrop. And delivers this one. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. So Rippentrop gets his 6th strikeout of the game. And Nordstrom goes away. So we go to the 5th inning. Post 22-10. Sioux Falls West 2. We'll take one more break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back to start the 5th inning. All right, ready to go here for the start of 5th. Leadoff hitter will be Wyatt Reeder. He has a sacrifice bunt, 2 singles today, and an RBI. The Hardhats' most lethal batter in the lineup. So he gets set up. Both Reeders have been impressive here. So the 0-1 count here. For Tater Johnson with a runner on first and Jace Morgan. Bryant looks down the middle, up and down, make sure he's got a corner in his eye with Morgan on first. Pitch comes. This one is in for strike 2 on Tater Johnson. So he's got no balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Boston.
With 1 out. Morgan with that lead there on first. Bryant had a peek back over. He's going to go throw it to Voss on first. Makes the catch. Morgan in safe again. He looks over to Coach Ewing on first base. And then Coach Torvey on third. 0-2 with one out. Bryant. Pitch comes to Johnson. Watches this one. It's going to drop in down low. So the first ball of his fourth at-bat of the game. The 1-2 with one out. Getting settling on in. Here comes the pitch. And this one is popped up. It's the roof. And that will be for a 1-2 count. So he stays with it as Morgan, who wanted to take off there from first over to second. But with that foul ball, he has to return back over to first. So 1-2. Bryant, the turnover to the look on first. Here comes the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike three, and they're going to try to get Morgan on first. They're not going to get Morgan. So the first strikeout of the game for Carter Johnson. And for Bryant, his fourth K of the game. His first K of the game. And now here comes Jackson Reeder. As he has 3 RBIs today, 2 singles and a walk. And one of those was a bunt single. And Morgan, the slide on this one, is going to sneak by. And Morgan, who popped up quickly, thought about running over to second, but he's going to decide that he will hold around on first. So Jackson Reeder, the second baseman, waiting for his first pitch that he will see here in this 5th inning, as well as his fourth at-bat. Bryant delivers. This one is in for a strike here to Jackson Reeder. So the 0-1 start with 2 away. He re-enters the batter's box, taps home plate, looks straight here to Bryant as he is making sure that his feet are right. Morgan takes his lead off of first. Look back over. Voss, glove up high on first base. Bryant pitch delivers. Morgan takes off to second. This pitch is up high. The throw to second. Morgan is safe. So Morgan with a stolen base. In a 1-1 count here for Jackson Reeder. And for Jace Morgan, that's his 18th stolen base of the season. So 1 ball and a strike here. Look down the middle. Reeder waiting here for his next pitch. Bryant the look back to Morgan on second. This one is inside. Jackson Reeder, a hard hit ball. This one into right field. Going back, makes the catch on the fly out. So that's the 3rd out here, and that will do it for the top of the 5th inning. Post 22 is still up 10-2. They go into the bottom of the 5th. And McCoy Rippentrop, we'll see if he will come out to finish this game. It's 8 after 5, so if the Hardhats will hold off here, they could end this game 1 and 5. So it's still going to be McCoy Rippentrop here. He'll return back to the mound. He has had a strikeout in at least each inning, 2 in the 1st and 3rd innings, and 1 in each of the 2nd and 4th innings. And then the leadoff hitters for Sioux Falls West. And then we go to Beckett Whitlock, followed by Ian Stokes, and then Hugh Barnes. Those are the 3 batters due up for Sioux Falls West in this game 1 of the doubleheader. It's a 10-run mercy rule. So 10 after. So if they get 2 more here, it was 8 after 5 in Minnesota. I apologize. So Rippentrop here will get his warm-up pitches all in. He signals for his final warm-up throw here from McCoy Rippentrop, who started this game. Still in here, he'll make his 5th inning appearance.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th, for post 15 last, center fielder, number 7, Beckett Whitlock.
For Whitlock, the center fielder, a fielder's choice and a pop to left field, which was pop fly, which was caught by Jace Morgan. Rippentrop here. First pitch to start the inning. This is going to be swung on this into left center. Kiefer and Morgan are both there. This is going to be caught by Jace Morgan. First pitch into the bottom of the 5th. And with 1 away.
Now batting Catcher number 34, Ian Stokes.
So here comes Ian Stokes, the catcher, hit by pitch and a walk today. Rippentrop makes his adjustments on the mound. Again down the middle. Here comes his first pitch. This one is outside. Ball one taken here from Stokes. A righty hitting catcher with a righty throwing pitcher. 1-0 comes as this is going to be in for a strike. That one was almost there on that line for the outside corner. So 1-1 count with one away. Rippentrop's next pitch. This one down low. The scoop there from Thompson for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rippentrop here with his next offering. Delivers. Swan on, got a piece of it. This is just going to be a foul ball. Rolling and rolling here towards the Hardhats dugout. So a 2-2 count for Ian Stokes, the catcher, just the 4th bat in the lineup for West. Rippentrop, the lift, the windup pitch comes. This one outside. This one just goes through the glove there of Thompson for ball 3. So full count here the first time in this 5th inning. So Stokes back in the box. Rippentrop stands up still. Here comes his pitch, the 3-2 outside, ball 4. So we will see a walk here to the second batter in the lineup for West.
Stokes throws a walk, bringing up shortstop number 15, Hugh Barnes.
So Hugh Barnes at shortstop on his first at bat of the game. He had a strikeout. This will be his second at bat of the game. So Rippentrop to look over to the runner on first. Here comes the pitch. This is Swan on, a high pop-up into center field. This one over the head of Reeder in second. Kiefer makes the catch for the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 away.
Now batting left fielder number 5, Jack Hilly.
For Hilly today, a strikeout and a walk for the West left fielder. They still have Stokes on first following his second walk of the game. Rippentrop here ready for the next pitch that he will offer. Here it comes. This one is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 start. Rippentrop to look over to Stokes on first. Reeder, the throw, the tag in safe on the pickoff attempt. So both pitchers in Bryant and Rippentrop trying to get one pickoff there on first base today. A 1-0 count. Rippentrop, the pitch comes. This one is going to be in for a strike. Into the strike zone for a 1-1 count now with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Rippentrop the look across over to first. Thompson, who gives him the pitch call here from Coach Kindred, and they're going to try to pick him off. The tag from Reeder, he gets him. So a nice pickoff attempt there. Reeder and Rippentrop make the connection. So we go to the 6th inning. Post 22 is still up 10-2. And then their leadoff hitters are going to be Josh Elder, Brody Thompson, and Dawson Ilfer. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll get ready to start the 6th inning.
It was a walk.
Leading off the top of the sixth for post 22, designated hitter, number 21, Josh Elder.
So we will still see Boston Bryant on the mound for Sioux Falls West here to start the sixth inning. Here comes Josh Elder, the DH. He has a walk, a strikeout, and a flyout into center field. Looking for his first base hit of the game. Bryant, the righty. And the sixth inning is underway. And Eller takes a swing here on the first one. He's going to get a foul ball. This one rolling back towards the backstop. And then after Eller will be Brody Thompson. And then the third batter due up is Dustin Hofer. It's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the lineup to start the sixth inning for post 22. The 0-1 count. Bryant, the pitch comes. Elder, high pop-up. This one is going towards and over the netting and out of play and in close to the Raptors. So 2 foul balls there from Elder. Fighting for some contact here, just trying to get on base here, trying to get his first base hit of the game. So no balls and 2 strikes the count. Boston Bryant looks down the middle. Elder getting set, 2 pitches in with 2 strikes. Hands one over. Elder, the high pop-up. This one is again going to be a foul ball out of play as the third baseman, Dunn, who eyes that one all the way until it goes out of play. So a new ball here for Bryant. Elder, 3 straight foul balls. 0-2 count. Bryant, the left leg. Pitch comes up high. Taken for ball 1 here by Josh Elder. So 1-2 after that last pitch coming up high, the strike zone. After the previous 3 for foul balls, here comes the next one. This one down low, ball 2. So Eller decides to back off his last 2 pitches after going full throttle on the first 3. For Boston Bryant, the pitcher, 2-2 comes outside. This one for ball 3. So Elder, who started at 0-2, now fighting all of his way back to a 3-2 count. He's been patient on the last 3 pitches. We'll see what happens here on this next one. Bryant delivers, swung on, a foul ball here by Elder. So a long AB to start off the 6th inning for the Hardhats here in this first game of the doubleheader. Elder back in the batter's box. Bryant with the pitch, the 3-2 inside. Elder a hit. This one's just hooking foul to the first base line in right field. So Elder now back in the box here for his 5th foul ball of this at bat. Bryant the pitch outside and down low, ball 4. So a leadoff walk the second time. Elder has got a free ticket to first base and now pulls in the catcher Brody Thompson.
Elder draws a walk, bringing up the catcher number 20, Brody Thompson.
Thompson today a pop-up to the shortstop, a strikeout, and a walk. That's what his 3 at-bats have done today. And the leadoff runner on first there for Elder. So Thompson, who is now entering the batter's box here. So Bryant gets the thumbs up here to throw out the first pitch of this at-bat. It comes as this one is going to be up high at the strike zone. Thompson, who went about halfway, he wanted to check it, but he decides he's going to hold off, so a 1-0 start off. Eller takes his lead off at first. They're going to go to that direction to try to pick him off. He sliding in safe. Hardhats ended the 5th inning on a pickoff throw from Rippentrop to White. Rear on first got the tag. This one swung on the inside. A hard hit ball, foul ball out of play on the third base line from Brody Thompson. There must be a catcher theme between Josh Elder and Brody Thompson. A lot of foul balls on that last at bat from Elder. There were 5. He fight it all the way from 3-2. He started 0-2 in that at bat, went 3-2, and then took the walk. So 1-1 count here for Thompson. Bryant looks back behind him. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. This is a high ball up into right field. This one is, he's under it and makes the catch. That one is going to be caught from the right fielder in Nordstrom. So that's going to be the first out here in the 6th inning Thompson retires, and here comes Inhofer.
Shortstop, number 12, Dawson Inhofer.
Inhofer, a hit by pitch, a triple, and a flyout today. So this is just the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, and then Aiden Roberts, who will be on deck. We've only seen one ground out, and that was from West, the ground out that was picked up, or Kiefer hit the ground out. So Inhofer, the first pitch he sees, he's just going to get a piece of it, but back in the glove there of Stokes, the catcher. So an 0-1 start. Eller is not taking that big lead like he was earlier. Now he's going to take that lead off of first, takes the extra step. Bryant looks back over. 0-1 pitch comes with one out, and this one is down low and inside for ball one. That one near the cleats there for Inhofer, so a 1-1 count. Boston Bryant came in to pitch at the third inning. And this next one is going to go back behind. Eller taking off to second, the throw, and he had time. So he's off into second on the pitch that just gets away from Stokes, the catcher. So Inhofer for the shortstop, the 2-1. Bryant hands one over the righty. This one is outside, ball 3 to Inhofer. So 3 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. There's been 1 walk here in this inning, and then the fly out there from Thompson, which was caught by Nordstrom in right field. Another look back to Elder on second. 3-1 pitch comes. Inhofer a hit, sneaks back in. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to hold Elder off there on 3, so that puts runners on the corners. And that's the second hit of the game for Dawson Inhofer, a triple and a single. And now we go back to the top of the order here. It's Aiden Roberts. This will be his 5th at-bat of this game. He's got 2 flyouts and 2 hit by pitches. So he'll dust off home plate. So we go runners on the corners. Elder on third, Inhofer on first here with Roberts, as they're going to try to pick off Inhofer on first. He just jogs on in and safe. First pitch here to Roberts, takes a swing inside, foul ball to the left side, out of play. Torrey giving some words of advice here to Roberts. 0-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 10-2 the score for the Hardhats. Bryant looking to Eller on third. There's going to be a timeout called here. He was stand still on the pitcher's mound. So he takes a step here off the mound. He'll relax a little bit, get some grip here. Inhofer and Eller both taking their leads off of first and third. An 0-1 count here for Roberts. Here comes the pitch inside. Swan on another foul ball there on that third base line. So an 0-2 count for Aiden Roberts. 2 foul balls with 1 out. Bryant. A peek behind him, but Inhofer on first. Here comes the pitch. Kick of the leg. This one is up for the foul ball. This one is down and over and out of play. So the 3rd straight foul ball from Roberts, very similar to Josh Elder's at-bat. So they have to give here some new balls for the home plate umpire, as he kind of ran out of all of them in his pockets, as well as Bryant a new one after that previous one going out of play. So 0-2 with 1 out. Boston Bryant looks back over to Inhofer on first. Voss, the glove up and high, ready. Here comes the pitch. Roberts takes an inside swing, and this one a foul ball up and over the left side for an 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Roberts still fighting hard here, trying to find for his first base hit of the game. And they go the direction of first base. Inhofer beats it out. Still 1 out here in the 6th inning. Lars Kiefer on deck for the Hardhats, the center fielder. Another time there to first base. Inhofer with a light jog on in. So back-to-back times to first, to Voss. And now for a third time here. So Inhofer looking back to Ewing. Makes another lead. 0-2 count for Roberts. And a step here off the mound for Bryant. So he'll take some time here, relax. Yeah, 3 straight pickoff attempts to Inhofer on first. The 0-2 here for Roberts. Here comes the pitch. This one down low. Ball 1. The quick throw over to first. Voss makes the catch, but Inhofer, who just got his foot on the bag in time. So 1-2. Roberts takes his first ball here of this count. Pitch comes again. This one is down low. Takes a bounce off the dirt, and Inhofer will take off. He takes advantage of it. This one, he's off to second. A 2-2 count now for Aiden Roberts. Roberts, a long, hard fight here. A lot of foul balls. Now with runners on 2 and 3. 2-2 pitch comes, takes a swing. This is a fly ball into center field. Elder holding. He's going to tag up from third. He is going to come in and score. So a sac fly from Aiden Roberts now makes this game 11-2. So here comes Kiefer. A hit by pitch, 2 RBI doubles, and a ground out to the shortstop in Hugh Barnes. That was his last at-bat. So that's the first run by both teams since the 3rd inning. So with Inhofer still on second, first pitch here, a hard hit ground ball. This one sneaks by. This one, Barnes, who can't get the catch there. Inhofer rounding third, the throw home is going to be cut off. And there's going to be a rundown, but no runner is protecting first. The slide back in, and safe. So Inhofer, who gets the run in, makes this now a 12-2 game. And Kiefer in a little bit of a circus play, as he will get a single on that. Brings in Inhofer from second. Barnes, who just got a piece of it there with his glove, hit right off the top of it.
Now batting number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
So Reeder comes in, a sac bunt, RBI single. He has 2 singles today and a fly out to center field. First pitch he sees, this one is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count with 2 outs. Hardhats having a 10-run lead, 12-2 here over Sioux Falls West. Bryant back on the mound, waiting here for his next pitch where he wants to throw it. And he's going to go the direction of Kiefer on first. And a light walk over. Reeder swinging the bat down low, ready for his next pitch. He will get it. And this one is a high fly ball into left field. This one is in foul territory. It's going to drop. And this one is hit towards the fence. So a 1-1 here for Wyatt Reeder on that foul ball. And the left fielder was Jack Hilly giving chase towards that one. And some more balls have to be given here to the home plate umpire as he was running out in his pockets. So a ball and a strike for Wyatt Reeder with Kiefer on first, following his RBI single. Bryant waiting. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Reeder takes a swing. This is going to get through. That's his 3rd base hit of the game. So it puts runners on 1 and 2. And that's his 3rd single of the game as well.
Single for Reeder brings up number 22, Jason Morgan.
So Morgan, as he has been walked twice today, a pop-up and an RBI single. So we'll see a mound visit for Sioux Falls West. The first time we have seen one with Boston Bryant on the mound since he came in back in the 3rd inning. So they will talk some things over on the mound, and then Morgan will do the leadoff honors or we'll do the next batter here after the mound visit. At the top of the 6th. Hardhats putting 3 runs in both of the first and third, 4 in the third inning, and then 2 here in the 6th. Kiefer on second, Wyatt Reeder on first. So the mound visit comes to an end. Dawson Bryant getting the chat there, while Stokes returns behind the plate here for the catcher. So Morgan coming on in ready here, following the mound visit, following Wyatt Reeder's single. First pitch comes. This is a hard hit ball. Sneaks by Voss, the first baseman. And Kiefer is going to come in to score the right fielder. And he doesn't throw it to home. So now 13-2 with an RBI single from Jace Morgan. Brings in Kiefer to score, adding just another run for him in this game, his 4th. That puts Reeder all the way over to third base. Here comes Carter Johnson. 2 walks today, a pop up to first, and a strikeout. Now 11 hits on the game for post 22. Bryant first pitch here. Johnson a high fly ball. This one into left field. And this one is Hilly. He's under it, makes the catch for the 3rd out here, and that will do it for the top of the 6th inning. Post 22 putting up 3 runs in that inning now to have a 13-2 lead. So we'll see McCoy Rippentrop back out of the mound, or out of the dugout for post 22. And now the Hardhats, if they don't allow one or more runs, they will finish this game in 6 innings.
Post 22 in the top of the 6th. They pick up 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 2 left on.
So Rippentrop will now throw a strikeout in the last inning. It ended his 6 strikeout game going on. He had 1 in at least each of every inning. The pattern was building. He had 2 after 1 every inning. So Rippentrop gets his warm-up throws. Infielders tossing the ball around, getting their arms all warmed up. We've seen Rippentrop have 2 mound visits this game. No pitching changes. And still no one in the bullpen working on their arms. We'll see who's going to be the starting pitcher in Game 2. So the final warm-up throw has been tossed by McCoy Rippentrop on the mound, and all the Hardhats here. So Roberts will hand this ball off here to Rippentrop on the mound. And this is Jack Hilly here, the left fielder. A strikeout and a walk today. As we wait here for the home plate umpire, who had to write something down in his notebook. So Rippentrop, the first pitch here in the bottom of the 6th. As this one is going to be outside, gets away here from Thompson. So a 1-0 startup. That one just got a little bit loose there from Rippentrop on the mound. Must have not had a good grip on that first one. So 1-0. Here comes his 1-0 pitch. This one is going to be high and inside. Taken for ball 2 here by Jack Hilly. As he re-enters the batter's box, Rippentrop lifts the leg, pitch comes, swung on and missed. This one was outside for strike 1. So 2 balls and a strike. It's the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th for West. Rippentrop, righty, hands one over, swung on a miss for strike 2. So it started off 2-0 and now it's 2-2. Rippentrop waiting here for Thompson to give him what he wants. Last 2 have worked like a piece of cake. Here comes the next pitch. This one is on that outside corner, ball 3. So leadoff hitter will face off with full counts in the 6th inning.
Go, Jack.
Rippentrop will look down the middle. Thompson gives him the call. 3-2 pitch comes. Swan on a ground ball. This one is picked up by Inhofe for a bounce off the glove, and he can't scoop it up. So that is going to be an error for him, and that's going to be a single for Hilly.
Brings up number 24, Noah Mans.
So we have another new hitter here for Sioux Falls West. For the first baseman, it's going to be Noah Mons now in. He comes in for Caden Voss. So with a runner on first, leadoff single after Inhofer, who juggled with it, couldn't pick it up twice. And now the first pitch here to start off this next batter here. The first one is going to be in for a strike, so an 0-1 start. Rippentrop, another look back to the runner on first. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one is going to be outside. Thompson gets a catch on it for ball 1. 1-1. Quickly set up here. Rippentrop. Pickoff attempt to first. Reader, that one was a little bit more outside. He had to get that arm stretched out a little bit. Makes the catch. So he will still stay at 1-1. Look down the middle here for Mans. Rippentrop delivers. This one is in for a strike. That one, no swing there. He just watches that one go to the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with no outs here. Just the second batter in the 6th inning for Sioux Falls. This pitch is going to be inside. Take it for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Following the single from Hilly. Pitch comes. This one is going to be down and inside, ball 3. So another full count here. Back-to-back full counts from Hilly and now Mans. On deck is Kyler Boyd. Rippentrop 3-2. This one is inside. So back-to-back walks here for McCoy Rippentrop that he will give up here.
Bringing up second baseman, number 2, Kyler Boyd.
And Boyd having a single and a hit by pitch here in this game. Hardhats still trying to find their first out here in this inning. Looks down the middle. And over backing off to the runner on second. This pitch is outside. Thompson quickly has to get that glove over fast. He did. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Runners on 1 and 2. Both of them getting walked. Rippentrop, the pitch comes. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So the first strike here of this at-bat after both of the last 2 at-bats going 3-2 on full count. So he gets his call. There's the windup. Pitch comes. Swung on. This is a foul ball into the netting, so the 1-2 count comes here for the second baseman in Boyd. So he re-enters the box with the righty hitter. Rippentrop trying to get the first out here for his defense. Pitch comes, swung on and missed for strike 3, so he will get now his 7th strikeout of the game, and that is going to be the first out here of the inning. And now this pulls in.
Now batting third baseman, number 10, Jackson Dunn.
So here comes Jackson Dunn. A fly out to right field and a fielder's choice for him this evening. And Rippentrop, the first pitch that comes. This one is down low on the outside and rolling around in the dirt for ball 1. One-0 start. Rippentrop getting settled on in. Mans on first with Hilly on second. Pitch comes. This one is just going to sneak by the glove there, Thompson. So both runners advance there onto second and third as Reader covers home plate while Rippentrop covers home. So that's for ball 2. A few of these last pitches that Rippentrop has thrown here to Thompson have just been a little bit wild here. Some are just a little bit more loose than others. Some that get away.
The sunshine, right? It's so hard to read. I think it's 0.7 or
So
something.
2-0 count. Rippentrop after the last one moving the runners there on the pass ball. They got a piece of the glove from Thompson. Here comes his 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1 here from Jackson Dunn, just the 9th batter in the lineup as this will be the third at-bat for most of the West players in the lineup. Hardhats, most of them going in there to their fifth. 2-1 count. Rippentrop. Pitch comes. Swan on. This is a foul ball right in front of the Hardhats dugout for now 2-2 count. Rippentrop, who struck out the last batter, and Kyler Boyd. And then Mans and Haley on third and second due to 2 back-to-back walks. 2-2 pitch comes. This one inside. Dunn, who was shielding himself as that one was going to come in closer. So we see another full count here, the third in the inning. 3-2. Rippentrop gets the call. Gets settled on in. Here comes his pitch. This is Swan on. This is into right field. Johnson makes the catch. And that's going to be the second out. A great defensive play there. And now we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting pitcher number 20, Boston Bryant.
Boston Bryant, a single hit by pitch and a flyout today. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Hardhats 13, Sioux Falls West 2. In this first game of the doubleheader. Tomorrow playing Sioux Falls East at 11 and 1:30 Central Time. Rippentrop, the first pitch here. This one on that top left corner. It's going to come up a little high for ball 1. And this one's going to go back behind Rippentrop over his head. The runner holding off there on third and Haley. So 1-0. Rippentrop takes a deep breath while looking to the runner on third on the 1-0 start. After that pitch the throwback to the pitcher's mound from Thompson just up and over the head. Here comes his pitch. Swan on. This is a ground ball scooped up by Inhofer. The throw to first to Reeder makes the catch. So that will do it for the 6th inning. As that will do it for this first game here. In the doubleheader between the Sioux Falls Post 15 Sioux Falls West and the Hardhats winning 13-2, so that's their 53rd win of the season. And the next game will start around 7:30, so we will end this live and start a new one, so we'll see you soon.